One of the biggest political trials in China for decades has heard details about a dispute between the wife of one of the country's former leaders and the British businessman she murdered. The evidence has emerged on the second day of the trial of Bo3 a senior politician and a rising star who was suddenly sacked and then detained last year. Our correspondent Bo3 Sudworth reports from the court in Jinan.
In this courtroom, Bo3 is taking on the might of the Communist Party, and today a new opponent, his wife. Gu Kailai is already serving a prison sentence for murder, and her recorded testimony was played to the court. She was asked about payments to her family by a rich businessman. Did her husband know? Yes, it seems he did, she replies. Bo3, once one of China's most powerful officials, would not be on trial unless he had fallen out of favour politically. But China still wants to demonstrate his guilt. The court was shown pictures of this luxury villa in France, said to have been given to the couple as a bribe. To disguise their ownership, it was managed on their behalf by this British businessman, Neil Hayward. But when she sacked him, Gu Kailai says he demanded £1.4 million in compensation and threatened her son, so she poisoned Mr. Hayward to death. So far, the court has not dealt with the more serious charge that Bo3 used his influence to try to cover up the murder. Instead, the focus has been on what is, by the standards of your average corrupt Chinese politician, a pretty paltry sum, just a few £1,000,000. In court, Mr. Bo is mounting a feisty defence. Of his wife, he said, "She has changed. She's gone mad. She always tells lies." Perhaps he's being allowed to limit the damage. If the one-time high flyer is shown as too corrupt, it risks tainting the Communist Party itself. It makes little difference. When the trial ends, he will almost certainly be going to prison for a very long time. Bo3 Sudworth, BBC News, Jinan.
Now, cricket, and England recovered from the early